Hi, this is Scott Siskin. I'm the president of First Republic Mortgage Bankers. When you need a mortgage, call First Republic Mortgage Bankers and deal direct. Eliminate the middleman. No mortgage broker fees. Stop wasting your hard-earned money on your high-rate mortgage and your credit cards. You can save every single month by refinancing. You personally can save every month by locking in the lowest rates in over 30 years. And we make house calls to the entire tri-state area 7 days a week. Call 718-380-0006 if you're buying a home or you want to refinance your home. 718-380-0006.
So we're talking with Mr. Narina.
Yeah, David is better.
Okay. Affectionately known as David, man.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to be good friends because, you're my namesake. My name is David also.
Oh, great.
So we're going to be very good friends. I don't want any of the loan officers to be listening and say, well, Squeeze is giving preference to David because his name is David.
It's David. Mm-hmm.
But tell me a little bit about you, David. Tell me a little bit about you, what you like, man, what you like doing and all of that. I like to always do that with the loan officers. Find out what they like, and all of that. So tell me a little bit about you. Let's stop talking about mortgage for a minute here. Let's talk about you.
I like to help people, Squeeze. That's the most important thing. There's a happiness when you see you put somebody in a house who thinks they couldn't have gotten a house. Or there's happiness when you see somebody who is paying like 10% interest rate and paying 6% now. It's a joy that you receive. It's kind of like a blessing to me. And it makes you want to continue doing what you're doing. It makes you want to continue in the mortgage world and don't do anything else and get it going.
Tell me about a situation where you have seen a family struggling and you have actually helped that family and you see that they're much happier today. Can you give me a scenario where you have helped someone in that capacity?
Sure. I have
or situation?
Yeah, I have a loan that's closing today in that the clients 2 years ago that they were told that they're going to pay this 1.9% mortgage. And little did they know that this option arm mortgage was going to build on their equity. And when they borrowed $150,000. In the space of 2 years, they were owing $195,000. And they were, they were worried. I mean, they're paying less money, but their mortgage are going up, and they were struggling as it is. So today I got them out of what they were going through, and they're going to close to them. They're happy to know that they could have paid just $200 more and not add on more money to their loan amount.
So you're saying this family went somewhere where they were offered 1.9 and they accepted that?
Yeah.
Okay. So this was one of those commercials that we heard over the past few years about buy a house as low as 1.9%, right?
That's correct.
Wow.
Then also I had a situation like 2 months ago when when I came over to First Republic. I was working, by the way, Scott, for another well-known mortgage company in Richmond Hill, and the guy was promised 10%, and the guy is telling me, no way, I'm going to pay 10% for a loan. I have good credit, I have good score, I have my W-2s and so forth, and I brought him over to First Republic Mortgage Bank. And there he was given a 6.5%. And he was so happy because he has been able to save like $400 off his mortgage, which he was trying to do all along for 2 years.
Why do you think an institution would want to, push and make an individual pay a high interest rate, knowing that, later on down the road, this individual could potentially lose their home? Why would an institution do that?
Well, from what we were told, as when you work there and you're working with the clients, you try to deal with clients as friends, not as clients, not as a number or just a name. And people are looking for the best way out, something that's affordable, something they can work on. And when you're in this other type of mortgage world, not like First Republic, which is direct lenders, you are told, yes, we can give you 6%. But when you run through with these people who are not direct lenders and they have to get a quote from another institution, then that's what carries up the rate. And then when clients go to closing, after your clients say, hey, when I went to closing, it was different. It was higher than what I was quoted. And then at that time, they don't want to walk out of it because they spent so much money already. Why would they do it? They're making a quick buck. That's all I would say. And it was something I was not very, very comfortable with.
Right. Wow. And I'm very happy that you're on the direct lender side, man, the First Republic Mortgage Bankers side, because what it is, I'm hearing that you're concurring that direct lenders are better than middle institutions and funding companies, right? That's what you're saying.
Yeah, we don't tell you what you want to hear. We tell you what we can do for you. That's the difference. Other mortgage company will tell you what you want to hear.
So, from what it is that I've learned over the past few years, the middle institutions, there are some good ones out there. I won't say there aren't good ones out there.
Yes, they are.
But basically what the middle institutions do is that So let's hypothetically say all these individuals that's listening to us right now, if they go to a middle institution, basically that middle institution cannot quote interest rates to them. They have to go, that middle institution will have to take their information and go shop it, right?
That's correct. That's correct. Okay.
And how does it work with First Republic Mortgage Bankers? Because at First Republic Mortgage Bankers, they quote interest rate, okay?
Yes.
And for multiple programs. Yes, how can they do that?
I mean, because we underwrite our loans ourselves. We process our loans ourselves. Our institution is so big that when the loan officer gives you a quote, and you're ready to accept it, it's locked in for 60 days. There's no movement from that. Unless, of course, if the rates drop, then you're going to get a lower rate. But there's no movement from that rate from the inception of doing the loan. And that's what I like with First Republic.
Going upward.
Yeah,
and I've been in situations where, First Republic Mortgage Bankers have told me one rate and then it changes. But guess what? It changes for the better, not for the worse.
Yes.
Right. So when they say they lock the rate in for you folks, the rate can change, but downward. All right. When your rate is locked in, you're going to get that rate that they quoted you or told you over the phone. And once again, I always say that you can attest to it and lock it in, by getting something in black and white. This institution is one institution that looks at repeat business, looks at referrals, and they're not here to make a quick buck. Okay? They're not here to grab your money and run. What's the sense? They've been around for 13 years. They're a banking institution. They're not going anywhere. They want you to come back to them. They want you to refer individuals to them. And that is the reason why I'm very happy that this institution hires loan officers who are very keen in helping our people out there. And David Nareen just stated that he likes helping individuals. And today is President's Day. He would like to help some more individuals. This is the first time I've heard David speak out, so much on helping people, and that's very good.
Thank you.
I'm going to allow you folks out there. What were you saying, David?
I said thank you very much for that compliment.
Okay. You're great. Well, not a problem, man. You're a good guy. You work with First Republic Mortgage Bankers. So what I'm going to do, David, is I'm going to ask all the individuals that's home right now and the individuals who are even at work to call you up, especially the individuals who are just looking for help. Here we have a loan officer from a direct lender, First Republic Mortgage Bankers, who is willing to answer all your questions. All right? Tell him your problems. Tell him your situation. Like the individual, like you said, was with another institution, and when he moved, he decided to reach out to that individual because they were offering the individual 10%. At First Republic Mortgage Bankers, they gave him a very low interest rate of 6.5%. Most of you out there can get 5.5% right now for refinancing, paying off all your bills, taking some cash out for whatever purpose, So here's the number, and David will answer the calls and speak with you. Once again, folks, this is Link Up Radio. The number is 718-325-5555. That's 718-325-5555. If you're looking to buy a house, if you're looking to refinance, go with a direct lender, someone that's not going to treat you like a number. Go with someone who understands your culture, where you're coming from, what it is that you want out of your life. Okay, and go for someone who understands that, we as a people, we need to get into real estate. Okay, we need to clear up our debt. Here's the number once again. The number is 718-325-5555. All homeowners should be calling right now because I know you all want to lower that interest rate that you have. 718-325-5555. Speak with David Nareen. That's 718-325-5555. Thank you so much, David. I'll let you go grab the phone lines and we'll speak later.
Great squeeze.
All right. There you have it, folks. Once again, David Nareen, a loan officer from First Republic Mortgage Bankers, taking your call.
First Republic Mortgage Bankers is a licensed mortgage banker, direct lender in New York, New Jersey, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, Florida, Delaware, Maryland, Georgia, South Carolina, headquartered at 110 Jericho Turnpike, Floral Park, New York.